flowers, all the flowers. That made me realize real quick, I did not want to do that. This makes me feel a little bit too much like a writer. Inseparable. Like, what is your position at Glamour? I am the one and the only parentheses boyfriend. I'm gonna be honest. Mascara is like the most intricate part. You'll want to read Love Hypothesis because there is a movie being made. And then me feel like this is my little apartment. Wake up every day and it reminds me what I'm working towards. Hello you guys, it is time for my annual Q&A. This is definitely much needed. I feel like this year more than any because so much has been happening. So I am gonna be completely honest, I forgot to do it around my birthday time. I'm so sorry. When I saw the first comment, I literally was like, oh, how could I have forgotten to do that? But I apologize, and now we're here, I turned the light off, and I think that helped a bit. So, here we are, a little delayed, but our annual Q&A is here, and I'm very excited to chat with you guys. I did a little question box on my Instagram. You guys killed it this time. This has probably been my favorite set of questions I've gotten. I feel like a lot of the times they can get kind of repetitive, and I feel like that was not the case this year. So I thought I'd switch it up also and do a little get ready with me because I feel like at the moment, I always say this and I always change my mind, perfected makeup for right now, always evolving. But also because one of my favorite steps of getting ready is jewelry, and one of my favorite sponsors is the sponsors. We went in their store in New York. It was so cute. I love every piece that I've had from them. This A necklace that I wear literally every day, day in, day out. I don't take it off to shower. I wear it like it's a part of me. It's from them, as well as these earrings that I wear every day. These earrings. And so I thought, I've worn these every day, like I said, since I've gotten them. They're my go-to. They're really the only earrings I wear. It's time to get some more. I wore these yesterday for the first time, and immediately when I walked out of my room, my mom complimented me. Immediately when I walked into the store, my boss complimented me, and I'm not kidding you, every single customer complimented me on these, but we'll get into the jewelry later. I just want to say thank you, Anna Louise, for sponsoring today's video. Okay, we're starting with primer, but also the one I will never fail to get every Q&A I think I'll get for the rest of my life. Will you ever move to New York? If you guys know, I mean, how could you not? I feel like it's like the #1 asked thing to me and my mom on the internet. We were gonna move to New York at one point. Before I started working Glamour, I'd switched online school. I didn't really like have a purpose in my everyday life besides just like content creating, and I went to New York, became obsessed with it, and was like, this is what I needed, something to wake up every day and work towards, and moving to New York was that for me. I was working towards moving to New York because that made me excited. But then I got Glamour, and that made me excited, and that fulfilled me every day, and that I woke up excited to do and gave me a purpose. So I definitely want to live in New York at some point in my life. Same thing with my mom. She definitely wants to live there at some point in her life. But I would be genuinely so dumb to leave the job I have right now. I know so many people that are either like post-grad or in stages of their life that are looking for jobs, and it's been so hard. And I have a genuine passion for mine, which I feel like is I need to take that for granted while I can, and I love my job. I mean, when am I literally not talking about it? I know you guys probably get sick of it, but it's a part of me at this stage of my life. Also, first step of makeup was, I need to turn this one off too. Is that better or worse? I can't tell. I look just a little ghostly, maybe a little pale. Maybe that's what's throwing me off. We'll see. First step was the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Blurring Skin Tint in shade 2. So I want to be able to move to New York when I can do New York right and like actually like live and not be like worrying about how much rent is and like just so all those like money variables. I want to be able to live like comfortably like once I'm more successful. So I don't know when that time will be, but I definitely want to live there at some point. Not quite yet. What else? Fave book you've read on your reading journey. I think I talk about this literally all the time, but the Knock 'Em Out series was just unmatched for me. Like, I give all of the, what is it? Flowers? All the flowers to that series for making me love reading again. So, I love the Knock 'Em Out series. If you haven't read them and you want to read them, get like the cute ones, the hardback, not the paperback, because they're just so much easier to read. I feel like the paperbacks are like shorter, so they look much more intimidating, but the hardbacks are really fun. I've started doing my Flawless filter over my foundation rather than under like you're supposed to, and it's made my makeup so much more glowy lately. So I've really been loving that. What else? Are you still friends with Sophia? Of course. She has just been so busy doing like high school things in her last year of high school. I just got to send her off to college. She is now living her best college life, but she was just so busy this year with all the senior things. And she genuinely loves like the high school of it all, whereas I didn't. We will be friends for life and letting you enjoy these little senior things, not being like, hey, hug me every day. If that makes sense. Did you just move or did you and your mom move? This is a question I've gotten a lot. Me and my mom moved together to a new apartment. It is smaller than the last, and that's kind of in a sense, well, the common area and her area is smaller. My area, my room is the same, my bathroom and closet are bigger. So I really won in this situation. I don't know how I got this lucky, but obviously I have the most like gorgeous closet anyone could ever ask for at this point. But mom wants to start doing like some ventures of her own, doing like a little 3-month stint here and there, and also just felt a little bit more like me. We also just needed I was so different when we moved into the last apartment that I felt like it really wasn't, I don't know, like it just didn't, I needed to make that next step. Like I am moving to college or I am like doing something. I needed to make that step still, but obviously in our circumstance it's a bit different. So it was a little tricky to navigate, but I think we made the best decision for us, and I can't wait to like let mom have her own ventures and then me feel like this is my little apartment. But I think it'll be really good for us. Yes, me and mom still live together, but that's our plan going forward. Someone said, how do you feel about moving? I'm so excited. I love it. For concealers, I switched between two. The Say Beauty Slip Tint Concealer and the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter. So those are the two I switched between. Will you ever go to college or take classes? That's actually a really good question. I do think that as I get older and I am making steps towards my future, I will go to like either classes here and there or do like some kind of online course again, but just in more specific of what I need, like not a whole degree, if that makes sense, but more like here and there focused of just specifically what I need and what's gonna help me. This is the Dibs Lash Primer. I love. How do you get out of periods of being super unmotivated? I, contrary to what a lot of it seems online, do get in very unmotivated headspaces sometimes. And honestly, it's just, lately it's been my phone. I've had to just limit my phone of like, that makes me feel like a zombie. So I've had to limit that. And also just like forcing myself to wake up at this time, not get on my phone until this time, do this every single morning, until it's just part of my routine. Like going to the gym, I definitely got out of in the morning and would do it at night, but I feel so much better during the workday when I do it in the morning. So just forcing myself to do that and not really giving myself an option is my easiest way of getting myself back into a routine. And then eventually it'll be a routine again. But just like actually forcing yourself to get up. I know it sounds easier than it is, but it's my literal only way. I've started plugging my phone up not by my bed, not allowing my phone until I've read and had my coffee. And that's kind of helped. Is this a pimple or what? What are you most excited about in the move? I think just having like a refresh of space and like just feeling a little bit more like, I was so young and I didn't care what our house looked like when we moved last time. This time I actually care and like want to help participate in how the house looks. So I'm excited to just have my part in that. I think is one of my faves I'm looking forward to. Oh, did I say bronzer is Dibs Starlit Stick. What is your position at Glamour? I am the one and the only store manager, but I'm kind of like a do-it-all type. I decorate, I do our socials, I do inventory, I do it all. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I absolutely love every part of my job. Obviously, I can never shut up about it. Mascara is like the most intricate part. I legit can do my full face. I don't know why I was given this talent and it's just like blessing, but I can do my full face if I'm like not doing anything else in less than 10 minutes, always. And it looked the same. It'll never take me more than like 30 minutes to do my makeup unless I'm slowing down like this to talk. Did you do a vision board this year? I always love watching the behind the scenes of you making it, always. I started doing a vision board 3 years ago, I think, and it's genuinely crazy to see the things that you don't really know how you're gonna fit that into your life, but you know you kind of want to in a way, become actual things. Like I've had ones where I was like doing photo shoots and I didn't realize like I'd be the one behind the camera with a drop background doing pictures of Glamour rather than the one in front of the camera. Like just simple ways like that. And also like I have some things that are crazy on my vision board just for the funsies of it, and I'm like, wait, if that comes true, I might be like vision boarding a little too hard. I believe like I wake up every day and it reminds me what I'm working towards and what my life can look like, because it's all actual pictures. It's not AI. It's like all pictures of people's actual life, and that's what I want, so I know it's possible. And then I always, if you're making a vision board, go watch one of either mine or Jenica and Annika's vlogs of making a vision board, because we just talk a lot about like what they mean to us. But my biggest tip is to put pictures of yourself on it, because you remember like this is your life. So I always put pictures of myself on my vision boards, because I did want to make one this year. I don't think I filmed it for YouTube. I do think I filmed it for TikTok, but I'll definitely be doing it again this year in January. Would you ever befriend a follower? Of course. Fun fact, Leah actually followed me and watched my videos before we were friends. And if we have similar interests, we're probably gonna be friends. So always, always, always. For powder, I just do the airbrush Charlotte Tilbury powder. TBR, I do want to read Regretting You, because there's a movie being made. I do want to read Love Hypothesis, because there is a movie being made. The Binding series is on my I think that's gonna be my winter reads, so we'll see how that goes. What else? Every Summer After. Yeah, those are a couple of my TBRs right now. I'm currently reading The Big Beautiful Life by Emily Henry. Ooh. Advice to someone who doesn't know what they want career-wise. I really never saw like my future when I was like a little kid. I never thought about what I was gonna do. Like same thing with college. I never envisioned me like going to college or doing the sorority thing. Like I just never saw that for me. I didn't know what I saw. And so I am so glad that what I love fell into my lap. But just, you never know until you try. I had one job before Glamour that was in like the media scene, and that made me realize real quick I did not want to do that.
No, we don't want to do that.
I thought that was like a duh moment, because I did YouTube. I loved like the editing of it all. Obviously, I was like, I guess I'll just do retail for the time being. But then I realized how much retail is so much more than just customer walks in and you say hi. It's so much more than that, no matter where you are. So it just kind of is a learning curve. And you have to really, if you think it's something you see in your future, commit to the bit. Where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? Oh, by the way, this was Rhode Blush in shade Piggy, the pocket blush. Honestly, ideal. This is literally just like dream world. I'm sitting in Barbie's dream house, and this is what I'm conjuring up. I would love if Glamour like franchised to other states, and I kind of helped do that, and I became like a partner-esque or something like that. I don't know. Just something of that sort. I love, like, I'd rather be important at somewhere small than just someone on payroll at somewhere big. I just like helping one-on-one and like seeing what my effort turns into directly. So I would love, like, literally if my boss was like, hey, I want to open a store in Wisconsin, I need you to move right now, I'd be like, I will do it, because I just love the whole process of it all. So hopefully 5 to 10 years, either like my own store, franchise. I don't really want to go away from Glamour, because it's like, I love the brand, I love the people behind it, I love everything. Just like maybe like my own, I don't know, I'm just thinking. Ooh, fave new makeup product. I don't change it up too much. Maybe honestly the Dibs primer. It's so good. The Patrick Ta brow lamination is so good. So good. Okay, what is next? Okay, I need to get backstory on this, because I haven't even any backstory on this, and I've kind of just like said it and not explained. So when I went a year ago to market with the brand that I went with, I was an intern, and then I went with another girl from Glamour, Amelia. You guys know her, you guys love her. And then also there was one other girl, her name was Cassandra, Cass we call her, and she was from Texas. We kind of just like fell in a groove and like immediately became inseparable. Like literally they knew us around, like if they saw one of us, they knew the other two around somewhere, and we just automatically drifted toward each other. At the point where Cass literally moved out of her hotel room into the hotel room with me and Amelia. There's only 2 beds. We made it work, because it was just, we were inseparable. So I unfortunately have not been able to see Cass since then, because she has her own business. She does a lot of stuff for her school. She goes to A&M. Like, she is amazing, but I haven't been able to see her yet. And we've constantly been trying to figure out how to get plans out of the group chat, but it's just not started working yet. So then the Austin City Limits Festival lineup comes out. And I said, I'm going. And so I talked to Mom. I said, would you go with me? She was like, I fear I'm just at the age where I'm not going unless I'm VIP. And like, that's not really worth it there, in my opinion, for me. And I was like, fair. I need to go to this, because it's all my faves. Specifically, Role Model and John Summit. I know I've seen Role Model already twice this year. a third time won't hurt, but John Summit, I'm not gonna be okay for. So then I text Cass and I said, what's your thoughts on ACL? I sent her the lineup and she was like, I need to go. So I'm flying to Houston where she lives, and then we're driving from Houston to Austin together, and I'm flying out of Austin. So it's gonna be so fun. I'm really excited. Another thing I've started doing in my makeup routine is a little bit of this area contour when I'm all said and done, because I just feel like, I don't know, it adds a little bit more dimension, especially when I'm not tan. Perfect. So big trips wise, that's my only one planned as of right now. And then it's basically homecoming season, ACL trip, Black Friday, Thanksgiving, little bit of pre-prom shopping all in this area, Christmas, prom season. So I don't have too much time left on my hands before season hits again, which is crazy to think about. Goals for this year. What's like one specific goal? I feel like I just really wanted to become, like, start to feel a little bit more like an adult. And I feel like I've tried to do that while still enjoying, okay, these clips are not, while still not rushing it too fast, but just like feeling like I dress a little bit more mature and just like every day, like feeling like I'm getting more into like an adult routine rather than like a kid on summer routine all year round. I feel like I did that for like 2 years post leaving high school, and I was like, it's time to not do this anymore. So I feel like that's one goal I have for myself. Oh, my eyes are watering. Thoughts on feeling behind in life compared to friends. I think it's a result of my mom having such a positive attitude all the time, but I just don't feel like I'm behind. I feel like everyone has such a different, like, even Leah, who's going to college in like more northern than we are, and she was like, I'm gonna rush sophomore year and not freshman year. And I was like, that's such a good idea. Like, making sure you don't feel behind in little things like that. I was like, you're not gonna be behind at all if you do that. You're gonna be ahead because you're gonna already have 1 year of college in your brain before you go into this rush. I just feel like making sure you always keep in mind that you're on your own path, and like everyone has big milestones happen at different ages in their life. I don't think I'm behind on life. I don't think. Is there any relationships, parentheses, boyfriend, in your life? No. I promise you guys, one of the stipulations of dating me will be you have to be comfortable on camera, because it's just too much. I talk too much, and I love talking too much that I can't. If I ever have a boyfriend, when I get a boyfriend, actually, I'm gonna say, it's gonna, like, I think I will be like, I don't know, because I've never been in a relationship, but I think I'm gonna be a relationship type gal. Like, I just love like little things, but just trust, like, I will be filming. But no, as of right now, no, there's no one. There's no one serious, at least. Biggest goal for myself, probably just like walking into my own store one day. Swig or gas station? Swig, obviously. What's your thoughts on the new season of The Summer I Turned Pretty? I don't watch it. Sorry. I watched the first season and it's just like unenjoyably cringy for me. I genuinely, like, I don't enjoy any part of it at all. Can we get a full book vlog? I could be down to do that. I could definitely be down to do that. What's something you haven't dabbled into but you would like to? I would love to make my like short form content a little bit more fashion based and like being way more intentional with my outfits. Like my friend Amelia, literally the most stylish person I know, and it's so effortless. Like being more intentional, like I kind of said with one of my goals with my outfits, and like making my content kind of around that. I feel like I could dabble into that a little bit more. What's been the best / worst thing about moving? Best thing, I can't say it enough, this closet. Like, it's genuinely amazing. Worst thing, finding a frog in my room. I literally like started gagging. I was so, if you don't know, frogs are one of my #1 fears. I literally started gagging. It was not okay. My next goal is I have something worked out with my boss that if I achieve it, I get a store phone to do all the content on rather than my own, which that would be so fun. So that goal, I would love to, I want to run another race. So that's like a personal goal. Do you want to continue doing a YouTube or only post once in a while? I genuinely, I know I'm not very consistent right now. And it's just because I try so hard to be consistent. It doesn't always work out, but I genuinely enjoy vlogging and I enjoy editing and I enjoy looking back and seeing all my memories like laid out in front of me almost. And so I always want to do content creation. Like, it's not just a, oh, I got lucky, let me do this for how long it lasts for me. Like, it's something I genuinely enjoy making, filming, editing, and consuming of other people. As long as I'm enjoying it like I am, I'm always gonna do it, whether it reaches 100,000 people or 100 people. I just love it. I really, really love it. And I love like talking to people online and like meeting friends and like having mutuals, all that kind of stuff. Makeup is on. Before we pick out an outfit, we gotta do jewelry. I definitely feel like in my dressing more maturely and everything like that, jewelry is such an important thing, like I mentioned at the beginning of this video. And Ana Luisa is my go-to place for this. When I got this A necklace, I said every girl should have their staple letter necklace. This has been that for me. It's just dainty enough to where I can layer everything on top of it, but it is on me 24/7. Ana Luisa genuinely has unmatched quality for all of your jewelry needs. Long-lasting, hypoallergenic, and water resistant. Heavy on the water resistant because I've never taken it off to shower and it looks the exact same as the day I got it. I'm constantly looking out for staple pieces for jewelry because I just simply never find ones that aren't just breaking the bank. When I saw this piece, I knew I had to have it. I'm starting to get into the mixed metals and this is the perfect one for me. I feel like this is one of those necklaces that would go viral seeing it on Love Island because it's just so simple but so amazing that everyone wants it. Like I said, you can elevate your style without breaking the bank with their pieces starting at just $39. Plus a 2-year warranty on all products purchased. I mean, effortlessly chic is what we call it. They do have a storefront in New York, which I went in and it was stunning. It was so pretty and the staff was so helpful. I got to see all of their newest collections in store, which was really amazing, but they obviously sell online and they offer free and fast shipping to anywhere in the US. If you're located somewhere else, don't worry, they have crazy affordable shipping to everywhere outside of the US. So once I got these new earrings, I was like, how am I gonna stack these and make them even more elevated? I was like, is this gonna be too chunky? And I realized it is not too chunky in the least bit. My go-to everyday, I've worn these maybe 365 times. I'm gonna stack them. This is the exact stack that I got complimented on yesterday by every single person that came in contact with me. I feel like these pieces go with any outfit, whether you're going simple or super out there. These are elevations to your outfit, which is what iconic jewelry is. Just so cute. You can shop all my favorite long-lasting and affordable jewelry at analuisa.co or use the link in my description box. Okay, now let's get ready for work and continue answering questions. How do you manage your finances? I'm super lucky, obviously, to still live with my mom. So that definitely helps because like I want to feel like I'm contributing. I've started doing like a certain amount per month for rent just because like that makes me feel better. It makes me feel more like an adult. And then everything else I have a certain amount I put into savings every check. And then if I get like during prom season, obviously my checks are very gracious. And so I'm able to put more than that during prom season. And then during non-prom season, I'll just put that amount. And I try to do it that way. I'm not mastered it yet, but when I master it, I will let you know. Cute, right? Okay, I'm gonna wear her. For coffee order, I'm so basic. I do an iced vanilla latte with almond milk everywhere. Because everywhere's vanilla is different. Whether they do it homemade, whatever they do, it's always different. So, that's my go-to. Least fave book I've read this year. I'm gonna be honest. And I was so excited for it. Problematic Summer Romance by Ellie Hazelwood. I loved Deep End. I was so excited for this different book. So mid. So mid. Just like nothing. It wasn't like, I didn't have any moments. So, I think that one. Okay, I'm gonna put clothes on. Okay, I love this, but I can't tell if I think it would look better with a little black skirt. So I'm just gonna quickly try it on to see. This makes me feel a little bit too much like a waiter. Or just like a, not the vibe. Okay, jeans are going back on. Okay, I think I'm gonna do it with my frilly socks and my flats to make it a little bit more businessy than casual. There's our outfit, our jewelry, of course. It's so cute. Thank you so much for joining me for another Chit Chat yearly Q&A, and I'll see you in the next one. Love ya.